There is a stone tablet that Netanyahu and all Israelis insistently demand from Turkey but can never obtain. The Siloam Tablet. So, what makes this tablet so important for Israel? Why are they willing to give up all their ancient artifacts just for this one tablet? Let's take a look together at the secret of this tablet. Which is a subject of contention between Turkey and Israelis. During a visit by Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, alongside U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, to the Siloam Pool excavation site near Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem, the Siloam inscription came to the agenda once again. During this visit, Netanyahu recounted a dialogue he claimed took place in 1998 between himself and the then Prime Minister of Turkey, Mesut Yılmaz. Netanyahu had made the following offer to Mesut Yılmaz. We have thousands of Ottoman artifacts in our museums. Choose whichever one you want. Let's exchange it for the Siloam inscription. Upon the rejection of this offer, Netanyahu claimed that when he asked Mesut Yılmaz why he refused, he received an answer stating that there was a growing electorate led by Recep Tayyip Erdoğan, who was the mayor of Istanbul Metropolitan Municipality at the time, and that this group would react strongly to giving the tablet to Israel. In the continuation of his speech, Netanyahu said, Mr. Erdoğan, this is our city, not yours. It will always be our city. It will never be divided again. In response to these statements, President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan replied, We will not allow namerem, unauthorized/profane, hands to defile Jerusalem. We will not allow namerem hands to defile Jerusalem, which we see as a banner upon the earth and a magnificent plane tree. I know that the tail ache, bitterness, of those who emulate Hitler will perhaps never pass. The Siloam inscription is an ancient Hebrew inscription dating back to the 8th century BC, found in 1880 in the Hezekiah Tunnel in Jerusalem. A 16-year-old student discovered the inscription. The inscription, which drew attention in archaeological circles at the time it was found, is among the early examples of the Hebrew language. In the 7th century BC, Hezekiah, the king of Judah, started a tunnel project to secure Jerusalem's water needs against the Assyrian threat. Since the old city of Jerusalem was located on a mountain, it was a defensible position from almost every direction. However, the Gihon Spring, the fresh water source, was on the edge of a cliff overlooking the Kidron Valley. To realize the project, tunnels began to be dug from two independent sides, namely from the north and the south. The tunnel was constructed to bring water from the Gihon Spring to the Siloam Pool. At the end of the excavation work started from two different points, they were merged in the middle. The Siloam inscription is a 6-line inscription that records the moment the tunnels opened from the north and south joined. In this inscription, it is written, These sounds were the voices of those calling out to each other. Because the tunnel opened from the north and south was joining there, and on that day the channel was opened. With the opening of the tunnel, the workers and their pickaxes from both sides met. The Siloam inscription is important as both one of the world's oldest known engineering inscriptions and is considered one of the oldest written examples of the Hebrew language. This inscription is presented by Israel not just as an archaeological find, but as proof that the historical, cultural, and religious roots of Jews in Jerusalem date back thousands of years. It is presented by Israel as an element supporting the historical legitimacy of the modern Jewish state. In 2007, while the mayor of Jerusalem requested the inscription be given to Israel as a gesture of goodwill within the scope of the relations that were going well at that time, Turkey's response was that it was not possible to transfer the ownership of the tablet. It was stated at that time that Turkey might consider lending the tablet to Israel for a short period or producing a copy of it. However, no result came from this initiative either. Again in 2007, the then president of Israel, Shimon Peres, requested the short-term loan of the tablet for the anniversary of the founding of Israel. According to news in the Israeli media, the then president of Turkey, Abdullah Gül, initially gave a positive response to the short-term exhibition of the tablet. However, the escalating tension due to the blockade on the Gaza Strip prevented its implementation. It was even discussed that during Abdullah Gül's planned visit to Israel at the beginning of 2009, he could take a replica of the tablet with him. However, this visit never took place due to the worsening situation in Gaza. Finally, while relations were improving after a bad period, a claim of a return agreement was put forward by the Israeli press during the Israeli president's visit to Ankara. However, Turkey immediately denied these reports. Turkish diplomatic sources speaking to Anadolu Agency stated that East Jerusalem, where the inscription was found in 1880, was Ottoman territory at that time and is Palestinian territory today. Therefore, they stated that there is no question of returning it to Israel, which is a third country in the eyes of Turkey. The inscription, found in Jerusalem in 1880, was brought to Istanbul by the Ottoman administration and is exhibited in the Istanbul Archaeology Museums today. If you also love the mysterious stories of history carved into stone, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and share your views in the comments. History does not remain silent. It only whispers to the right ear at the right time. See you in the next video.